For centuries, the Vikings crossed hostile seas with a confidence that still puzzles modern navigators. Today, I'm breaking down one lost Viking navigation method that consistently outperforms modern maps in raw field practicality when you're out there without instruments, GPS, or visibility. Before we dive in, subscribe to Warpaths of Europe for more hard tactical history that you won't find in school. The Vikings learned to track the sun when the sun wasn't visible. This wasn't mysticism. It was disciplined observation supported by a simple tool, the Sunstone. The rare minerals they used, typically Iceland spar, refracted polarized light even through cloud cover. A navigator held the stone toward the sky, rotated it until the light band aligned, and identified the sun's hidden position. Once they had that fixed point, they instantly regained their sense of direction, course, and time of day, even when the world around them looked like a uniform grey sheet. This method allowed them to stay on course in conditions that would force most modern sailors to stop and drift. The value of this technique today is straightforward. In dense fog or heavy overcast, a compass alone won't give you the sun's location, which means you lose the ability to judge time, shadow length, or the subtle directional cues that experienced travellers rely on. Using a piece of clear calcite, you can replicate the Viking process. Hold the stone up and rotate it until the double image becomes equal in brightness. That point marks the sun's direction. Once you know where the sun is, your entire landscape orientation snaps back into place. You can estimate east-west with confidence, adjust your travel bearing, plan distance relative to daylight, and keep moving without hesitation. Another application comes on land when you need to maintain a dead straight course across forests or plains without drifting. Modern maps show the route but don't prevent the gradual veering that happens when walking long distances. Vikings solved this by, repeatedly checking the sun's position at fixed intervals, confirming whether they were preserving the same bearing as earlier in the day. A modern traveller can use the same method. Once you identify the sun's true location with a sunstone lock in a landmark ahead that aligns with the bearing you want to keep. As you move, keep verifying that the sunstone's reading matches the expected position for your path. If the alignment drifts, your body has shifted off course. Correct immediately and continue. A third use comes during dawn and dusk when the horizon is unclear. The stone still reveals the polarization line, allowing you to judge where the sun actually sits below the cloud bank. Vikings used this to time departure and arrival without wasting light. You can do the same when hiking or travelling in winter conditions where daylight is short. A quick reading tells you whether you have enough time to cross a ridge, reach camp, or push deeper before committing to a route. This technique remains one of the most reliable ways to maintain directional integrity without electronics. It is simple, field-tested, and effective because it relies on physics, not perfect weather. If you want more deep, practical historical knowledge like this, subscribe to Warpaths of Europe and share this guide with someone who appreciates real navigation mastery.